I've been crying all day, man. Tamina finally did it. Tamina is the new WWE Women's Champion. You know, when my son was born, that was the best moment of my life. It was good, but was it Tamina winning a championship good? I don't think so. Keep fighting for your dreams.
Can Jimmy Uso defeat Cesaro tonight?
Welcome to a celebration edition of greatness of SmackDown, because Tamina, our girl, won a championship in the WWE. The speech after the match really touched me in a way that nothing else did, honestly, for a very long time. And while I was watching this, I figured I should use that audio to replace Ryback, which is a sin, I understand, but it still did the job. So let's check the new version.
Anybody that's had a dream and they felt like their dream had passed them by, it is never too late to keep fighting for your dreams, and I am so proud of Tamina.
Yeah, you gotta love that motivation, man. I'm about to get in such a good shape. Maybe I'll even lose the cheeks. Dude, your grandma would love me. The show kicked off with Jey Uso in the ring, introducing us to the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. And we got to hear that music, which is nowadays is the highlight of the show to me. I've seen people saying this song is generic. Man, nah. This song literally has like 5 different elements in it that represent Roman Reigns. Just listen to the theme song and think. You'll realize there are so many things that represent Roman Reigns' character. Roman Reigns says, "It's clear we have some problems." And it's all about Cesaro and Jimmy Uso. First of all, he says, "I respect Cesaro like everyone does in the locker room." He says Cesaro is one of the best wrestlers in the world. But Roman Reigns is so much more than a wrestler. He's the tribal chief. Reigns says with everything he does, there's no way Cesaro could fulfill those roles. Let's be honest, WWE doesn't want Cesaro as the champion. Even Fox doesn't want Cesaro as a champion. Then he was about to talk about Jimmy Uso, but Jimmy interrupts, and his shirt says nobody's bitch, while Jay's shirt says right hand man. Okay, are you dissing Roman Reigns or your brother? Jay asks Jimmy to show respect to Roman Reigns, but Jimmy is having none of it. Jimmy says Reigns is part of the family, but not all of it. Reigns asks Jimmy if he can beat Cesaro. Jimmy says that he and his brother could. Reigns laughs at the idea of Jimmy thinking he can be the man around here, and then he asks if Jimmy can beat Cesaro. Jimmy turns to the stage and calls Cesaro out for a match. So Jimmy Uso challenges Cesaro to a match, and Cesaro accepts the challenge. So we saw Jimmy Uso in action for the first time in, I believe, 8 or 9 months, which is quite a big deal. I love this story. Now when you think about it, this story has been going on for like, I don't know, man, 6 months perhaps? Since like last SummerSlam kinda, ever since we got Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. That's absolutely crazy, but it goes to show you how great this story is and how great Roman Reigns is on the microphone. This man is just one of the best talkers in the business. It's crazy to say that, but he is. Now, when it comes to Jimmy, he has to face Cesaro for the first time in like 8 or 9 months. It's probably stressful. He probably needs some motivation. So I actually found another video from Ryback, and I'm pretty sure he could actually use it.
Keep shooting for the stars and never give up on your dreams. The big guy Ryback believes in you. Feed me more.
It's like everything is going so wrong in your world, but then the big guy says that he believes in you. Oh my god. Then we saw the WWE Women's Tag Team Titles match. Natalya and Tamina Snuka versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Get the red carpet right here. I need this to look like a big deal, damn it. So we saw the match, it was for the championships, and finally we got the payoff. Natalya and Tamina won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Give me some confetti in that bitch. Yes. And we got fireworks. Rightfully so, celebrating a fact that Tamina won a match, I guess. Absolutely beautiful, awesome, and I can't wait to celebrate later tonight. The mid-card is looking absolutely amazing as we see a Nigerian Medal of Honor ceremony with the Intercontinental Champion Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. But this whole ceremony got interrupted by Big E, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and we got a big brawl, which, dude, absolutely amazing. This whole thing was smooth as hell. Like, this whole thing was so fast and no one missed a step. And of course, Big E stands tall. I've mentioned that before, but I absolutely love the fact that so many people want the Intercontinental Championship. That's the way it should be. No one is gonna take a championship away from Roman Reigns, so the Intercontinental Championship needs that prestige. Then we saw Rey Mysterio versus Dolph Ziggler, a match that we were supposed to see last week, and it absolutely delivered. Obviously the best match of the night. A lot of interesting spots, and these two have so much chemistry. I remember these two fighting a lot back in like 2010, and both aged like wine. So basically, Rey Mysterio steals this one because of course they're the challengers and they need to look strong. I told you that I want to see Rey Mysterio and Dominic winning the championships with the crowd, but I don't know, man. Maybe we only need pyro. Or maybe all we need is just a little bit of pyro. I don't know, maybe I want these guys to win, but at the same time, Ziggler and Roode are doing a pretty good job. Cesaro cut a decent promo about how he's, a hard worker and he's going to earn the right to be called the Universal Champion of the Table or something like that. That was a nice promo. Obviously, Cesaro has a very interesting delivery. His promos are very slow and sound kind of official, but he's not terrible, I guess that was okay. Even with this, they couldn't get me excited about Bayley versus Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair says, "You're only mad because at WrestleMania I main evented it and you were basically being thrown by the Bella Twins." That's a bit off topic, but yesterday I saw a promo from Nikki Bella and I've realized I've never seen anyone so bad on the microphone being this successful. It's absolutely crazy. "I wish you died in a womb!" And it's pretty obvious Bianca is retaining the championship. Then we saw Shinsuke Nakamura versus King Corbin, which was actually pretty interesting. Maybe not the match itself, but what happened after the match. It was weird because King Corbin won the match, then he throws Shinsuke Nakamura out of the ring, gets the crown, but Shinsuke is the one who's getting a push right here. The upper hand at least. So he attacks King Corbin and slowly puts the crown on his head. Are we seeing the return of King of the Ring? I really hope so. I want to see the tournament, but one little change. Please make it into a pay-per-view, or at least make sure the final match is at the pay-per-view. Make it into a big deal, and please, the winner doesn't need the stupid crown. It doesn't need to turn into a gimmick. All you need to do is be like, "You know what, I'm the best wrestler in the world because I won King of the Ring." You don't need a crown, you don't need anything, maybe a t-shirt. That's it. Because when someone wins the King of the Ring, it should mean a push, but most of the time, it kinda ruins a superstar because it looks silly. Sonya Deville criticizes Adam Pearce's choice to put Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, saying what we should do. Should Apollo Crews defend the championship against all of these guys? Adam Pearce is like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he should. So he makes a fatal 4-way, I think. I'm not quite sure where this is heading, this whole Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville thing. Hopefully one for Raw, one for SmackDown. This way we can actually have general managers and a sense of some competition, because right now, what's the point? He's running both shows. And of course, in the main event, we saw Jimmy Uso versus Cesaro. Jimmy is looking amazing in that ring. Everything went smooth. He still has it, didn't lost a step. I'm glad Cesaro is the only one doing the uppercut because it's one of the best things about his whole character. Roman Reigns interferes out of nowhere. The match ends in disqualification. Jimmy Uso says, "I had it, but, this is not about you. This is all about family." So they were brawling until Jimmy Uso decided to help, but he got super kicked. Cesaro proved his point again though. We got 2 neutralizers while Roman Reigns was watching and didn't even think about helping his cousin. So he proves Jimmy Uso right, he proves Cesaro right, he proves Daniel Bryan right. Roman Reigns is selfish. And I get it, he's a heel. I just don't really like this whole thing in 2021. I think we need to move on from that. He's the strongest guy in the WWE. He was overpushed to the moon all these years. All of a sudden, he's scared of Cesaro. I'm not a big fan of that. I understand how it works. It always worked like that, but it's Roman Reigns and it needs to be a bit different. Obviously, I'm nitpicking because the show itself was absolutely amazing and I'm very excited about this match, and like I've said, hopefully this is the main event. So that was your SmackDown. Awesome show as always. Like, this one in particular had quite a few good matches, great stories. So yeah, SmackDown is the A show. Love it. Also, people, make sure to subscribe to my second channel because I'm gonna upload a pretty cool video in a couple of days. Thank you very much. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.